When you think about money, what emotions come to mind? Is it excitement or joy? Or maybe it's fear or guilt or even shame. Our feelings about money can tell us so much more about our financial well being than our numbers ever could. My name is Ellen Rogin, and I help people stress less, prosper more, and reshape their relationship with money. And today we're going to talk about an area that's really overlooked when it comes to financial wellness, and that's our emotions about money. Emotions drive many of our financial decisions, whether we're aware of it or not. If you're someone who's really stressed about money, you may be avoiding even looking at your financial situation. Maybe you don't open your statements because you're afraid of what you're going to see, or you avoid even starting to plan because you're terrified what's going to show up for you. On the other hand, maybe you're really excited about money and that causes you to be more impulsive or take bigger risks than makes sense. Now, having fear about money or excitement doesn't necessarily mean it's bad or good. It's the awareness of how this impacts your financial decisions and your activities that does make the difference. I did an intuitive money reading for someone we'll call Carly. These are called Messages from Money. And what came up in Carly's session was that she was always afraid she wasn't going to have enough money. She came from a big lack mentality, like there wasn't going to be enough. And as a result, all her decisions were filtered through this there's not enough lens. And through our work together, she really cleared that away and was feeling more of an abundance mindset and felt really good about things. And the interesting thing that happened is shortly after our session, she was feeling more generous, taking action on things without the fear. And seemingly out of nowhere, she got a settlement for a lawsuit that she thought was never going to settle. It was a 6-figure settlement that she had basically written off. Now, this influx of money, is it an accident that it came in soon after she let go of her fear mentality? I don't really think so. Can I prove that her letting go of her fear brought the settlement to this? No. But what I see over and over is that when people are coming from a place of fear, they don't make as good decisions. They don't show up the way that they want to if you're self-employed or you're asking for a raise, for example. When you can come from a place of abundance thinking, things just flow more easily. So what do I mean by scarcity or abundance thinking? Scarcity tends to be more fear-based, worrying. Scarcity thinking can also show up as judgment of other people. Like, oh, they're just so materialistic, or they cheated their way to get to what they have gotten. It can be envy. So a feeling of there's not enough to go around, aggressive competition. It can also be a feeling of I'm not enough. So unworthiness. These are all scarcity ways of being. And the other side is abundance thinking. And this is the viewpoint of there's more than enough to go around. It's optimistic, this knowing you are always going to be taken care of, even if you're not sure how. It is collaborative, it's generous. And abundance thinking just feels better. I like to think of this scarcity thinking as swimming against the current and abundance thinking of going with the current. Now, you can be very financially successful and be a scarcity thinker. It just sucks. Like, why would you want to do that? You can also feel better about your financial prospects, being more grateful about what's happening now, and things come in with more ease. And you can also have the financial resources that you want. And emotions are a key to us determining if we are feeling more scarcity focused or abundance focused. So a prompt question for you would be, when I think about money, what emotions come to mind? And just start journaling about that. Journaling is a really amazing way for us to uncover what's really going on. No one has to look at it. You don't even have to look at it again. But if you set a timer for, say, 5 minutes and just journal on, when I think about money, what emotions come to mind, It will help you to start to look at your relationship with money in a different way. You can also be aware when these feelings come up, like, oh, I'm really feeling afraid about this, or I'm feeling really relaxed. And the more awareness we have, the more able we are to move from, if it's a feeling that doesn't feel good, feels restrictive, a scarcity feeling, our awareness helps us move more easily from scarcity to abundance thinking. Just a quick tip, if you notice a fear-based thought, something you don't want to have happen, like, oh my God, what if all my investments go to zero? A quick, easy way to stop that thinking is to just say cancel clear. Cancel that thought, clear it away, and replace it with something that you prefer instead. So, this question of what emotions come to mind when you think about your money and how might these influence your financial decisions comes directly from the Money Talks cards. These are 48 prompts to have better conversations with money and about money, whether you're having these conversations with yourself through contemplation or journaling, or you're having these conversations with important people in your lives. So there's a link below if you want to find out more about the Money Talks cards. And there's also a link to download the Money Loves Clarity worksheet. And this will help you start to gain more clarity with your personal financial life. So I encourage you to download that as well. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit subscribe. Share it with a friend. Money loves it when people are generous. So if these ideas will be helpful for someone in your life, go ahead and send it to them. And come back and watch more videos because I'm always uploading videos that I believe will be helpful for you to create more prosperity without the push.